Chatterbox said successfully started the stream. Stream is online.
Hey, good morning. How you doing today? Oh, that's good. You guys had the long haul of smoke. That lasted a while. Hopefully too much, or not too much stuff got all messed up with the fires. Do they have it all under control over there, or is it still like pretty raging? Oh, that's that's when you're like, thank freaking goodness for the rain. I'm getting kind of worried here because we had a little bit of a, it's not so bad today, but we had a heat wave for almost 2 weeks where it was close to 30 degrees every day, and it just seemed like we went from winter straight into summer. And you know, it's almost end of May and the dry season's gonna hit, and we're not gonna have rain for 3 months. Hey, Lumo. Well, the countdown is on this Sunday, BWR. We released the maps on the weekend, and looking pretty good. A lot of climbing, but the course looks fantastic. I'm kind of glad I'm not doing the long distance. Next year. The mid distance is 100 and something K, 1,500 meters of climbing. It's about 35% gravel, which is good because I was like, oh man, the long distance is 50-50 gravel. So that's even like, yeah, well, and I don't ride in that area where they're holding the race, and so I didn't realize there was so many flat spots, because it was pretty much, when you look at the map or the elevation profile, it's do a gravel mountain climb, go down the backside of the gravel mountain, and then ride pretty flat for a while, then go up another mountain and back down, and then flat for a while. But I mean, still 100K, I could probably come off the couch and do 100K. I almost wish there was a distance between the 100.
You might disagree enough that you guys have anything close to Swift out around you.
No. Like, we're in Nanaimo, the longest hill climb we have is 15 minutes. If you actually, well, if you go up the 15-minute climb and go onto gravel, you can turn the 15 into an hour if you do gravel. So kind of Alp to Zwift. Except there's one right at the very end of the course, the Mount Prevost. It's basically a half Alp right at the very end of the race. I was looking at the cell towers, Dimitri, in the course, and the course is like nowhere near any towers. Oh, you could, but they didn't release it till now, and like I've got the maps 2 days ago, but it's a taper week now, so I'm not riding anything but commuting. Yeah, Vancouver's got a couple mountains. If you go north of here up to Courtenay, you can climb the road to the Mount Washington ski hill, and that's about, actually it's interesting because it's almost exactly the same as the Alp. It's almost the same distance and elevation. I have never climbed it on a bike, driven up it a ton of times, but apparently in the summer when you can ride your bike up it, there is just an absolute crap ton of bugs, and you're going up a mountain super slow, getting eaten by like horseflies. Yeah, the Van Triple Crown, that's quite popular.
Said we have nastier lucky so far, nothing with bites.
Oh, we're pretty good here. If you go up into the bush, there's lots of like mosquitoes, horse flies, deer flies. I live near a marsh, and the mosquitoes aren't bad. There's lots of frogs and bats eating all the bugs. Yeah, yeah. There's been a few summers since we're by the marsh that
my buddy has longboarded Mount Washington.
Longboarded? That's crazy. I guess actually I could see that. The first section would be awesome, because the first section is actually quite twisty, and it's not super steep. It doesn't get really steep till the bottom. Like the bottom just goes straight up. Oh, longboarding, that
Flex said down Jimmy.
I think that's one of those sports where I'm like, yeah, that seems like super fun, and then I'm like, nah, you're kind of exposed. You don't have brakes really. And I remember all the crashes that I did as a kid on skateboards going down hills.
Flex said I did it for a while. It's kind of sketch high. Hey, Michael Kuprianos said great for your hand and spinning.
Yeah. Getting too old, because if I wipe out, it takes me months to heal rather than like a week.
Flex said you slide the board sideways before or stop in.
Yeah, it's kind of like snowboarding, sort of like, but sliding a board on pavement to me seems
Flex said that most people have slide gloves.
seems sketchy. I watch the YouTube videos of the guys doing that. I'm like, oh man, that's crazy.
Flex said my buddy had a full leather suit for that ride.
Yeah, I would totally. Actually, see, yeah.
Kuprianos said I've seen videos of those guys in 4 feet through the narrow helmet going like 200 kilometers per hour down a hill.
I had a full leather suit when I used to have a motorbike. And yeah, I could see wearing a full leather suit for longboarding. Because the thing is, with leather and armor, if you wipe out, you're just going to skid along the road.
Well, as a motorcycle style helmet and you have the slide gloves.
Yeah, see, that's not bad. It's like the guys that do that and they're in like shorts and a t-shirt. I was the motorbiker that would put my full gear on going to the store. It felt wrong going on my motorbike in just like a hoodie and jeans. I did it a couple times and went around the block and I'm like, no, this is...
Flex said yeah, he did 110 kilometers per hour, didn't he?
Jeez. 110 kilometers per hour. And I put new brake pads on my front wheel and I keep forgetting that I gotta bed them in. Because every time I go to put them on, they don't work so well.
I'm not endorsing this, just me at all. He Michael Kuprianos said don't think I've done anything close to that, not in a car.
I can't even imagine 100, like I've done 100 on a bike going down a super hill, and that felt sketchy. I can't imagine standing on a board.
Wow, we're all gonna get longboards and go flying down a hill.
Like on tiny little wheels like this. Like I can't, you hit a little rock and your board stops and you go flying.
Flex said you don't really stand.
Well, I would sit. That's what we used to do when we were kids. We'd sit on the boards.
He Michael Kuprianos said wait, you did 100 kilometers per hour outside on a bike.
I have. Well, I think at least that's what the GPS said.
Flex said you have one knee down on the back of the board.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense.
Flex said then kind of crouched in the front. Flex said stop speed wobbles.
Yeah, the speed wobbles. I remember that on the shitty skateboards we used to have. You wouldn't even go that fast and the board would start wobbling.
Flex said plus the corner you slide and move or use your hands to slide plus.
Oh, so you're sort of like, yeah, stabilizing yourself.
Flex said lean out over it. My single speed bike gets wobbles at 50 kilometers per hour or so. Said I don't think we have a hill long enough for one I trust with shit road.
Yeah, you got to find a steep hill. Like there's only a few hills in Nanaimo that you can get that kind of speed up. You can hit 60 to 70 pretty quickly.
While the flex said wobbles are easier to control on a bike. If you squeeze the top tube with your legs, it will normally stop. Hey, Mike Kuprianov said, can you go out on the pier? That's private. Flex said I have done over 80 kilometers per hour, but not a 100 kilometers per hour.
The pier is private. That's
Flex said with Jumbo probably hot.
Well, the problem is you don't really know how fast you're going when you go that fast because you're just concentrating on not crashing. And so it's not until you get home and look at Strava that you see how fast you went. Especially some of these bikes now, like the Aero bike, like my Venge, when you start going fast, it feels like a flippin' spaceship.
Flex said, how nice.
As soon as you go over like around 35k an hour, everything becomes silent. It's just like quiet, and you just hear the hum of your carbon wheels.
Barty said, show me the commute Maple boy.
Hey, Barty. I'm commuting. I have to ride on this road because this is the only flat road that's in Nanaimo. I make use of it.
Barty said only flat road. Oh man, poor man.
Only
to the road that is not flat laughing face.
I love
said, and don't forget to go back and forth on the bike lane so it looks like people use it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I love looking at Barty's Strava outdoor rides. They absolutely, it's like shock and amazing that you can ride that far. My 12-kilometer commute gets almost 200 meters of elevation.
Barty said, I'll do you one better. Got a YouTube channel now.
Oh,
laughing face.
Sweet.
_Barty said, so you can see it IRL laughing face.
Look forward to checking that out. Oh, green. Oh, fake me out with a advanced right. Okay, bike lane, go green. There we go.
_Barty said, I'll DM you the link. I have a staggering total of 1 cycling video on there. New video is rendering now.
That's the joys of YouTube. The video is rendering for 8 hours. Things you never think about when you before you get into making bike videos is editing bike videos and then rendering your edited bike videos, which takes hours, and uploading it to YouTube, which takes more hours.
Said I've been going right from GoPro to YT. Is it the long ride video? _Barty said you said flat. This is not flat.
No, that was the only flat part. That was it. The spot you saw. Well, actually, no. There is flat coming up along the waterfront. There's no flats.
Said long. Said the legendary flat part.
The one flat part. The flat part to the helijet. Well, if the pathway would stay close to the water, then there'd be more flat. Cars.
Said they're coming into work all sweaty with co-workers away.
Yeah, it's my office is in the back too, so the less people talk to me at work, the better. The more work I actually get done. I get distracted easily.
Said I guess that's the advantage of the Netherlands. water everywhere.
Yeah, we only have water on this side, on the east side.
You might be Kuprian said, have they ever hung car air fresheners in your office lawn?
No. We do have a shower at work that's actually right beside my office. So I have used that on occasion. Oh, missed it. There was a seal right there. Went into the water. Need a zoom in camera to see them.
This underscore Barty said this is nice.
This is nice. I used to cut through town on my commute to work.
Do they ever attack people?
The seals? You're not supposed to go near them, but I don't know if anyone's ever been attacked. I think there's like a YouTube video of some kid getting like pulled under the water from a wharf, but that's all it did.
Well, said fight in. This underscore Barty said they are not Navy SEALs.
just regular, yeah. It's Navy SEAL training. They just stay in the water all the time.
Well, said lol. Mike Kuprianov said that's a nice bench.
It's a nice bench. Never sat on it. I just put my foot on it so I don't fall over on my bike.
Mike Kuprianov said kinda scam, there is only one. It's underscore Barty said from here we swim. Interesting commute.
Yeah, just leave my bike here. Swim to that island. That would be a commute. Well, putting my stuff in the waterproof bags and towing it.
Mike Kuprianov said needs a boat bike.
I was going to get the kayaks out one day and see if I can stream kayaking up and down here. I'm pretty sure you'd get cell reception. The cell reception over the water is usually better.
Well, Cyclix said that would be sick. It's underscore Barty said bribe some beavers and get a wrap.
They could drag ya. There's not too many beavers. Actually, that island that's over there that we were looking at, they got lots of raccoons. No beavers though. Magic white raccoons. I guess the raccoons have been on this island for so long. One of them had like a genetic mutation and was albino, and then it bred, Now there's
Underscore Barty said if there are no beavers, I don't need to go. Wink wink nudge nudge.
yeah, no beavers there. You don't need to climb.
Wowsiclutch said your new raccoon overlord.
Yeah, the white raccoons.
Said, so are they white or albino?
No, they're actually not albino because they have like normal colored eyes. They actually are white.
This underscore Barty said the white raccoon. Sounds rather close to me.
Like they still have like their black stripes are kind of grayish.
Said like those bears.
Yeah. I'm sure you could Google
This underscore Barty said polar bears.
white raccoons, Newcastle Island, and you'd probably get something on the Google.
Said no, Canada has black bears that are pure white. Wowsiclutch said raccoon.
Yeah, they call it this like spirit bear. Or there's a moose apparently right now. It's yeah, and like the animal's white, but it's not. It doesn't have like the other albino traits, like the pink eyes and yeah. There we go.
Underscore Barty said ever since the introduction of color TV, the world is slowly going black and white. Sad face.
Blonde raccoons. Oh, it's windy today. Barty, you probably got some serious wind on the rides that you do. Probably makes up for not having hills. Is crazy wind. No, I did what they said, and it still come. Oh, one sec. No, I still see ads, which is better anyway. I don't really need to see my stream. I just like to check it at the beginning to make sure it's actually on. I don't know. That's beyond my tech ability. I'll have to like get you to hold my hand and explain it. later. Yeah, it's just wind all the time. Just a matter of how much wind or how little wind. Oh. Bell icon. See no bell icon. Oh, I always have to go. It's never gonna like. Yeah, usually I'm large enough that the motion sensor picks me up. So it thinks I'm a little car.
Barty said we have days where there's barely any wind, but those are rare. My ride on Monday had only 8 kilometers per hour wind.
8's not bad then. That's like a good day.
Barty said report. Very enjoyable. underscore Barty said I would not want to ride this with my shopping bag strapped to the back.
Yeah, I like coming this way lately because the hill, it's longer, but it's more relaxed. The way I used to go went pretty much straight from ocean level, straight up, like 16% hill, right up to the trail. It's up there. And it was nice to get it over and done with quick. It's too damn steep. The level of exertion way exceeded what you should be doing in the morning. Like I'm at 13.4 kilometers, 155 meters elevation. All the exactly. More watts.
Underscore Barty said go to love parking lots and speed bumps.
Yeah, I could just go over the speed bumps if I was like, all right, going in the tunnel. I've yet to make it through this tunnel without dropping signal. Almost made it the last time. Come on, buffer. Did I make it? I think I made it. Ah.
This underscore Barty said no. You did. This underscore Barty said you did it.
Oh, I did it. I didn't get the low bit. That's nice. Usually I get the low bit warning. Well, that was a first. That's never happened ever. Yeah. Radar error. Yeah, this part of the cars are going fast along here as well. It's kind of annoying. At least I don't have to ride with the cars though. I can stay on this path. Yeah. There's a different pavement you can use to make it quieter as well. When they went through, when they built the new highway to Whistler, it goes through a neighborhood that has like super expensive houses. And the neighborhood negotiated. Yeah, that. It's getting better. Yeah, the neighborhood negotiated. So for like a 3-kilometer stretch of highway, they use this fancy pavement that runs almost silent. It's super weird when you drive on it. So your car goes into stealth mode. Oh yeah, if you got... In Alberta we make our pavement louder. Yeah, if you got big ass truck tires, that's not quiet. It's getting better though. I see more and more people riding to work. Yeah, exactly. Do you know how much taxes we pay for these like 10 houses along this stretch? Yeah, it totally is. Totally less.
Barty said you done. He get rich by paying taxes. We all know that.
Oh yeah, that's super true. I had a run-in with the Canada Revenue Agency. I owed them something like $19, and the amount of paperwork it took for them to get the $19. I had like a caseworker that would phone me, do the paperwork. They mailed me. I had to like mail them a check. Like it was honestly so insane. I even told the lady when she phoned me, I'm like, seriously, for $19, like this probably cost the government like $1,000 in wages. Are they still on strike? I don't think they are. Or maybe they are? I don't know. Or is WestJet still on strike? I heard they settled up. with the WestJet pilots pretty fast. Yeah.
Barney said yeah dab. The next time, pay your taxes and save $1,000 in administration costs. Only you can prevent uncontrolled government spending.
Yeah, exactly. The situation was quite ridiculous. And it's funny because like the caseworker lady totally agreed. I mean, she's probably making $35 an hour filling out forms to make me pay $19. And I'm like, man, there's like billionaires that are evading taxes. Like, go after them. Go get those billions, not the $19. Or don't get the $19 now and wait till next year's taxes and add the $19 to my next year's taxes and go, okay, well, you owed 19 from last year, so here's the taxes for this year. And then there'd be no paperwork. All right, well, I'm here. Everyone enjoy the rest of their day. I'm at work. Boo-hoo.